Sucking on my own dick. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my own dick. Sucking on my dick. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our own dicks. Everybody's sucking their own dicks. Sucking on our dicks. Yeah, you know I'm sucking on my dicks.
No, Nick, there's not.
There's going to be a house fire. You cannot have any kind of nice thing for yours. Like, I just imagine you trying to put up a new tapestry that you're excited about and you just get caught in it and suffocate. Like, you roll yourself into a death
You say
cocoon.
new tapestry, like I just have many tapestries.
I don't know. I try to think, like, you have to, we live...
You know, in my home where I have a tapestry, each one illustrating a year of my life.
the fact that you have even one tapestry is more... Because you have to understand, I live in, like, a negative space. There's nothing in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Nor do I want
It's
there to be
only
anything.
furniture that you were given
Absolutely.
and a cat.
Yes.
And piss. Cat's piss.
Yeah, cats... Well, the cats... We've been
And
cleaning-
dog diarrhea.
We've been cleaning up the-
That's your whole house.
The dog diary is definitely there. Yeah, like a,
Yeah,
a
I
girl
mean-
comes over and I just like open the door to my room. It's just littered in piss and diarrhea. I'm like, what do you think of my possessions? Yes, I have acquired a lot over my, over my last 4 years in Los Angeles.
I have even more in a storage unit.
Yeah.
You just have jars of sick dogs' diarrhea.
I deposit jars of cat piss at the bank.
They're like, sir, every week we tell you not to do this.
I'm like, hello, gentlemen. Got another deposit for my savings account. You don't have an account here. You overdrafted your checking account $200 and never paid it back.
How many times have you done that?
Oh my God! You think I have a bank account currently?
Do
baby.
you not have any bank
No,
account?
I have this special poor person's card that my paychecks get deposited to, and my credit has been improving. So.
Just by nature of like, oh, we think he's dead. Bump his points up.
Dude, I think so because I have I had all this debt. I owed a bunch of debt to a bunch of people, and I was like, well, they're never getting that money. And then every couple months, I get like a thing from Experian. They're like, good news, your FICO's scoring up. I'm like, is someone else helping me? Is there a case of mistaken identity?
Yeah, some other Nick Oldershaw just checked his accounts one day and he's like, I'm ruined. He killed his wife. He killed his kids.
Yeah, I hope so. That would be great for me. But
Yeah. Your credit somehow got merged with a man who killed himself and his entire family, but he left an account open that's just auto-debiting bills. So they're like, well, he's paying the water bill.
Yeah, that would be fucking sick, dude.
Does you get the Credit Karma alert and then cut to many skeletons?
Yeah, I just keep I don't remember signing up for Disney Plus.
Hell yeah.
That would be fucking sick.
Yeah. But yeah, this house won't set on fire.
No.
Sure. I lit a candle and it immediately dripped all over my everything in that shelf.
Yeah,
It's very
it was your leather bag, the board that we're currently using to record
yeah,
this.
the soundboard.
You are one of the only people I know who has a printer,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
now it's covered in wax.
Now it's covered in wax, Look, Nick, I wanted to fuck the printer. I'm trying to seduce the printer by splattering it in hot wax, which is my only move. It's my only seduction move. And look, I'll say it. Sometimes I tip my cards early. Most people wait until you're already having sex to spill hot wax on a woman. Sometimes mid-dinner.
You just scald a woman.
There's an awkward silence at the table, and I just grab the candle in the middle and go, yeah!
You just pour hot coffee on her head. You're just like, ah! You're like,
Yeah, it's not, just, I think it's heat. I don't get the the eroticism of the fire and the smoke.
yeah. You're just
I'm
burning.
just like, what about oil?
My tastes are a little unconventional.
It's
She's going to the hospital.
It's me just pouring boiling pitch off the side of a castle.
You're just tarring and feathering a woman.
At the end, I look down. I'm completely soft. I'm like, I really lost the forest for the trees on this one.
Yeah. That Woo! That would suck.
But yeah, look, all my possessions may be covered in wax. However, I will rebuild.
Oh, you always do.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, think about how many times you've rebuilt.
Think of how many times I've ruined it all.
And here you are.
And here I am.
Like a
Let's
roach.
count the ways I've ruined it all.
You know this better than I do. I think I come in around midway.
Yeah, okay. So let's see. The first time I ruined it all, I'd say probably when I failed out of community college and worked full time at an animal poison factory.
It's not earlier than that. You don't have any massive like you didn't have any faux pas as a kid that like made everybody in your family upset.
I mean, I'm sure, but I mean, stakes are pretty low when you're a kid.
Yeah, but you never had a moment where you're just like, oh shit, the first moment when you're like, oh, I cannot take that back.
I think it was the moment that I got a report card and my dad raised his hand to strike me, and then in the middle just realized there was no point because I wouldn't get any better.
Yeah,
and he just started crying.
Dude, the worst.
Just fist raised, like up on his hind. From my perspective as like a short guy, it was almost like a polar bear on its hind legs about to eat me, and then he just started going, I don't know what to do about you. And I'm just like, ah.
Oh, I know all about that.
I think I've said that on the cast before.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Yeah, I think that was the first moment where I was like, oh, things have gone off course.
Yeah. Oh, yes. You are not what your parent you didn't go according to plan at all.
No.
Dude, the worst thing I ever did to my parents was there was 1 year in 7th grade where I got honor roll, and I really shouldn't have teased them with that. Because I don't even
So
know.
like, oh, honey, you remember that doctor who said our son was retarded?
Yeah.
Well, call him up.
No, it was worse than
We're
that.
gonna show him.
It was worse than that because it was like a watershed moment where they were like, Nick, we're so proud of you, son. You finally get it. They thought that things were turning around. That whole they were like carrying me on their shoulders, just like our son. We fixed our son. I don't know what we did, but we fucking fixed our son.
Yeah.
And then I think immediately, like the final semester, I got the worst grades I've ever gotten, and it just continued until I graduated high school.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about our grades before, and I don't quite remember how high school works, but based off our grades, neither one of us graduated. And yet we have diplomas.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yet they gave us the paper.
Dude, well, it was so funny. Like, I found going into my last year of high school, it was so embarrassing because I thought I attended summer school 2 years in a row, and then I get in, and I failed the latter half of the year for 10th grade English. So I get in my last year of high school, and I get called down to my guidance counselor's office one day, and they're like, Nick, we don't know how this happened, but it looks like you don't have the sufficient amount of credits to graduate. Like, they're like, you're missing 2 10th grade English credits. And I'm like, what? They're like, we have to put you in a 10th grade English class, like immediately.
Senior year?
Yeah, senior year. I didn't know. Like, it was like,
you didn't get enrolled
dude,
in English?
again, like many times before, I slipped through the cracks. No, I got
You love to slip through the damn cracks.
I got enrolled. Here's the thing. I was failing so many classes, it was hard for the school to stay on top of all the classes that I was failing. So somehow, because I had taken summer school. Every year I took summer school for at least 2 classes.
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow, by the final year, I still had not completed enough credits to make up for the 2 quarters of 10th grade English that I failed. So the school was like, because I couldn't go to summer school after senior year. Oh, maybe I could have. Now that I think about it.
Funny. They give you the diploma and they're like, now you have to come back.
Yeah, I guess I couldn't have, huh? Yeah, I couldn't have.
Yeah, that's called being held back.
Dude, yeah, so they made me and I got put in a 10th grade English class with my girlfriend's sister. and I got seated right next to her, and the first day of class I just turned and I was like, do not tell your girlfriend. I said do not tell your sister about this. So I
do not tell your sister that I've gone back in time.
Yeah, yes. I was like, please do not tell your sister that I'm in your 10th grade English class. And
you fucked up so badly that in the course scheduling software, they're like, well, it doesn't even process this. I don't even know what code I would put in.
No, they were literally like, we ran into a major problem trying to get your classes ready for the year. And I think that teacher was really, really cool. She quit being a teacher a year later. She was clearly She was kind of just like a cool.
She just watched your journey and she was like, I can't keep doing this.
Honestly, kind of. She left teaching that school because she was like, there's no way to reach kids in public high school. But she was cool. She was like 24 years old. She was hot. Her name was literally Mrs. Beers. I was like, I like this Mrs. Beers lady.
Mm-hmm.
Watched a lot of movies in her class, and she gave me a B just because.
Just because.
She was fucking cool. I think she had her eye on
We
me.
should go to school now. I bet, with our combined skills now, I bet we could get bachelor's degrees. Or at least associates.
I do. I miss the.
And I'm talking prime slipping through the cracks.
Yeah.
We're not going to earn these degrees, but we are going to swindle our way into those degrees.
What's stopping?
And then, you know what we're going to do?
What?
We're going to hang our degrees on the wall, and we're going to make more money from this podcast.
Yeah.
Because people are going to see the degrees in
And
the
be like-
background of the live stream. They're going to be like, well, this must be legit.
They're qualified. What are these guys are doctors. Dude, imagine if we were doctors and we demanded we introduce each other as such on the podcast.
What is your doctorate in?
I don't know. What's the best thing to be a doctor? I hate when they're doctors and stuff that's not medicine.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, really? You just get to... You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I am a doctor in astrobiology, and you are a doctor in pediatric gynecology.
I don't like that.
Hey, you shouldn't have studied it for 8 years.
Yeah, you graduate and are immediately arrested.
Yeah, you get arrested as you walk off the
You-
stage at graduation.
You walk off the stage into custody.
They're like, and Nick Aldershaw, his degree in
Pediatric gynecology. I just get shot in the head as I wave to my parents.
yeah. They're like, what even was the what was the curriculum? they look at the textbook, they open it, and it's just blank pages. You just stared off in a fugue state.
Jesus Christ. I don't like that one for me.
No,
No, I don't know.
Well,
I
then
don't.
come up with a different one.
I don't want to be a doctorate. I don't want to have a doctorate in something. That's so
Okay.
pretentious.
So you learned pediatric gynecology on the streets.
Oh yeah, I don't want to be doing back alley pediatric gynecology. I'm
Look,
doing,
it's not ideal, but if you're doing it, you'll want a license.
I have to move to Libya to even practice. I hate
Well, would you?
I hate that for me.
Well, would you care to introduce a new riff?
I would love to talk about anything other than my illegal pediatric gynecology career in the desert. I don't know. I don't know. I'm fucked up because my lip hurts because I bought chocolate covered pretzels for myself and I got too excited when I was eating them.
Damn.
And I
See, this is
tore
why
up.
you don't get treats.
Yeah, I never give myself treats.
You never give yourself treats.
I got myself.
I've long said this, Nick. When people say, "What's Nick like?" and I say, "Oh, Nick, he's a treatless man."
True, and I quickly remembered why because I got myself 2 bags of treats. I said, "I'll dare." They were 2 for $1. I was like, "I'll do the Kroger brand of chocolate covered."
When you were saying
pretzels.
that you went into that liquor store in the chat, I was like, "Oh, is Nick getting treats?
yeah, well,
What's Nick getting treats for?"
yeah. So I got that. Well, that segues right into the other thing I want to talk about. Yeah, so I got these fucking, and I just was. It's been a long time since I had chocolate covered pretzels. I think that I haven't had them since I was like 9 years old.
They're very good.
I was really excited to be transported back in time, and instead I was, thrust back into my, the hellish reality of the current day when I ripped both of my lips open, enjoying a treat overzealously.
When you say rip both your lips open, it sounds like you mean your mouth lips and your pussy lips. Like, well, I was masturbating my pussy so
Yeah.
vigorously.
Yeah. Just masturbating, eating treats.
hmm
I could make fucking bank on cam doing that. Yeah, but then you reminded me of the thing that I sent to the chat is there's this Chinese. This is also not just this liquor. This is in a lot of like Chinese-owned businesses. I would hear this back in this same door chime.
Is this gonna be something that we should just play it rather than imitate it?
No, I don't give a shit. When has that ever stopped us before?
Yeah, you're right.
When has that ever stopped us? Because it's also like again, I didn't do this. Okay,
It's
there's
true.
a company that did this, but I walked into this liquor
If
store.
you did it, it would be mean.
It would be totally mean. But it's this Chinese-owned liquor store. There's an Asian American woman behind the counter, and they've got a little door chime. You know the door chimes when you enter, they go bing bong. But this one goes bing bong, and then in a Chinese voice goes hello, welcome, which is just. And it's
Is it like now? Now, does it sound like a recording, or does it sound like someone programmed Chinese accent to English text to speech?
It sounds like Microsoft Sam being racist. Yeah, it sounds like it sounds like a racist GPS voice basically. But it's so funny because like the woman, it's like
Hold on, I just imagined racist GPS voice, and it's just an Indian voice telling you to drive wherever.
okay, who cares?
Go on the left side of the road.
Yeah. Okay, buddy, it's fine. It's just you're coming up to a stoplight.
The Chinese GPS voice tells you to hit a man and keep driving.
Yeah.
Or-
Jesus Christ.
No, that's a problem
Of
over
course,
there.
no, I know it's a
Yeah.
problem. Let me tell you, it's a problem here too.
Is it? I'm not aware of
Oh,
that.
absolutely, dude. One of the first times I visited LA, there was the only way I can describe this is there was a bunch of Chinese people in one van.
Uh-huh.
This was off Wilshire and
Which, I just want to get ahead of this, is fine.
it's fine.
They can all be in a van.
They can all be in a van. Nobody's saying they can't be in a van, except the police might have been saying they couldn't be in a van because this guy just blows through a red light, hits another car. Both cars spin out. Like the cars are fucked up, and the van full of Chinese people. I assume probably they didn't have insurance because they just try to drive away, and then like a big black woman just like steps in the middle of the road and goes, no. She goes, you need to go back there, and the guy's like, no, no. And just like kept trying, and literally like all it was like when all the people in Spider-Man come together to stand up to the Green Goblin.
It's just a van of elderly Chinese people driving at 5 miles an hour.
Yes, and like everybody on the street came to like basically block the like Red Rover the van to make sure that he got his comeuppance. But anyways, where was I going? No, it was just insane because I walk in. I hear a racist, like the woman behind the counter is just smiling at me, not saying anything, and then it goes, "Hello, welcome," and then she just like nods at me, and I'm like, "There's something about this feels hostile." Like, I guess that of all people, she gets to have that door chime, right?
Yeah, if we owned a store and we put that there, people would walk in, they'd look at us, they'd be like, do we have a problem?
Yeah, like if I I was just, like, I hope that like the employees are only her family. Right? Honestly, I want one of I wonder if we're even allowed to buy that. Like, I want to get one for my room.
Yeah.
I wanna put one
Like we
over
go
my-
into the store, we put it on the counter, and the guy behind the counter just takes it from us and puts it beneath the counter and just shakes his head.
You piece of shit. It's funny because they're completely.
It's like trying to buy cigarettes as a teenager. We're outside the store and a Chinese guy walks by. We're like, "Hey, can you go buy this for me?"
But
Sorry, I totally can. I'm totally Chinese. I just forgot my ID. I forgot my ID, so they
I'm
won't.
totally Chinese.
I'm totally
I
Chinese.
swear I'm Chinese.
I swear my driver's license says I'm Chinese.
But I want to get one. I want to get one like for my bedroom. So like when a girl comes over, it's like, "Hello, welcome," and I'm like, "What? I didn't say it." Be mad at
Yeah.
a factory somewhere.
I'm just imagining this clip playing someday when if you or I got SNL.
I don't care.
This is so like thematically similar.
Dude, if I got SNL, number one, if SNL said they wanted me, I'd be like, fuck you. I don't need this shit.
Yeah. SNL, they're like, Nick, we'd like to hire you. And you look back in full Joker
I
makeup.
go. I made my choice a long time ago.
yeah. Lauren Michaels is there across the desk. Like, I hear a lot of self-pity coming from you.
Okay, walking away from a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Okay. I'd be like, yeah, man, fuck you. And then he just has me killed.
Yeah, it's the opposite of the scene. If anyone listens to this podcast, I assume you have seen the Joker. so, spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I wouldn't Joker, Lauren. I wouldn't, like...
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't because here's my thing. I don't even like. I don't have that much of a stance against them. I just like. I'm not like. You know what I mean? Like if there was
Oh
ever.
yeah, no, I don't have any impassioned feelings about SNL.
Yeah,
at all.
you're not. You don't want to trick them.
I just think it's funny to imagine like that that
Yeah.
journey. It's like at the top of 30
At
Rock.
the top of 30 Rack. Just like that's not funny. Oh fuck.
Oh man. So speaking of Chinese people, we'll see how this lands. I might cut this out.
No, go ahead. No, oh, now we're cutting stuff out. Now suddenly we have a cut stuff out policy.
Just trust me. on
I
this,
see
okay?
how it is.
All right, trust me on this. We'll see how it plays. All right, so I don't know if you know this recently, but I've been going on alone outings. You know,
Oh yeah.
I'm just going on like dates, but it's just me because I don't have any money. So I spent the.
You don't have any money?
I said I don't have anybody.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, you have money.
No, I'm fine. But I've just been going to museums and stuff alone, and it's been very nice.
It's nice.
It's nice. It's been very nice. And I went to the Gene Autry Museum of the West. Have you been?
No.
It rules. It's in Griffith Park. It's like $12. And
Wait, maybe a long time ago.
yeah,
Tell me about it.
Well, it has a whole bunch of stuff from westerns. It has a bunch of real historical stuff from the Old West. It has just like an entire room full of old single action army revolvers and shit.
Uh-oh.
Like, I'm in selling out in there.
It's good that you went alone.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a version of this where you take a woman.
Yeah. Or I'm just like looking at the guns for too long. I want to get a single. I think that's gonna be my compromise. It's like I can't get a gun for real. I can't get like a functional gun.
No.
So I need to get like a single action army revolver where if I want to do a mass shooting, I'm going to be fanning the back of it with my other hand. But anyway, so I'm there and I'm down in like the historical part of it. And there's in the room it's just me and these two like 80-year-old Chinese people like visiting from China. And they're just standing there and they're looking at the exhibit about Chinese people in the Old West, which is obviously grim.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
It's not like
Don't look at that.
it wasn't like a happy time for them. So the old man is standing there and he's looking at it, and I'm going like counterclockwise around, so eventually I join them and I'm also looking at it with them.
Ooh.
And the old man he doesn't acknowledge my presence at all. Just rips the loudest, most like oblivious fart I've ever heard. Like his big khakis kind of billowing. Just the most like enormous, just like mainland Chinese fart. We're not talking Hong Kong here,
No,
people.
I know.
We're talking like he's like this man held his babies aloft in the street and they just shat like just we're just all three of us are standing.
It's a fart that's usually masked by massive amounts of smog. Like they never know when their farts are that bad because of the pollution.
But he farts so loud as we're all just looking at like a rickshaw. And I just sense I'm like, I think this is not my place.
Definitely not.
I just back away and I'm like, I'm gonna leave them do it.
Honestly, my assessment of the situation is the same thing. Fair. He gets to.
Yeah,
He-
yeah.
In that specific, he gets to do that.
Like I don't know. I thought it was either two things. Either way, I fully was like laughing out loud, and that's I'm like, fuck, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
But so it's either just that's how that guy farts, like he's never like held in a fart or anything. He doesn't know that people do that.
Yeah.
Or I came up next to me and he's just like, it's one of them.
This piece of shit.
Look, he's one of the other kind in that old photograph. The one standing behind with the baton.
Yeah, man. Oh, the Chinese. They had a really raw deal.
They had a rough
in the
go
West.
at in the West and other times also.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
Hey, thanks for saying it.
Look, I'll say it. Folks, this is the episode where I say it.
Threatening? Hey, I'll say it. You think I'm fucking around? Look, I'll say it. I'll say it a bunch of times. Yeah,
It was
man.
The museum was kind of funny because you could tell a lot of it had been like redone in the last 5 years. Like obviously, because it's the Cowboy and Indian Museum.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they
yeah,
can't-
Oh, we can't have fun anymore.
yeah. So like every every exhibit is like this. It's like some fucking badass John Wayne outfit. And then at the bottom, there's like this little like tacked on sentence that's like, women and minorities were unfortunately not represented well in these films. But it's like so many long paragraphs ended with that. That's like, it's like, did someone complain?
Well, they're like, we can't fucking re-chisel the plaque.
Yeah.
We just need to.
There was one, because there was like all this like memorabilia and stuff from like from westerns starring white guys, and then it was like they had scoured the earth for like evidence of a black western, and all they had was like half a poster, and it was like segregated audiences enjoyed westerns as well, like this one. No print of which exists.
A film lost to time.
Yeah.
Well, like
they have half the poster, and that's all. Like they don't know who is in it. They don't know.
it is. It's funny that like obviously there's paragraphs of information that were clearly written like decades ago, and then they've got to add that caveat at the end that you said was added 5 years ago. So it's just like you're just like reading this long list of like this film Stagecoach was highly influential. It portrayed John Wayne and the other white western. It's just like, and then at the end it's like, sorry,
my bad.
After all that.
this is actually bad.
Also,
Many people think that the western genre is like the Joker, which is also bad. Just throwing that out there.
in retrospect, it was bad.
Yeah. Imagine, if you will, a cowboy Joker. Wouldn't that be bad? We have left this exhibit empty, so you can imagine.
I'm ready for Cowboy Joker.
Cowboy Joker.
I'm
would
ready.
rule.
They did Ninja Batman. I'm ready for Cowboy Joker.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
All right, well, I've been all wrong. I've been infiltrating the Disney building. We got to find Warner. Well, we can go
It's
to
right
Warner
there.
Brothers.
It's right next
Warner
to it.
Brothers is even closer to my job.
Yeah, you see that fucking big water tower that Bugs Bunny lives in.
I see that water tower every day as I drive to my job. That is in no way directly related to the entertainment
and you're like,
industry.
I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna climb the water tower and do something to make people notice me.
Do you know what it's like to turn from my cubicle and see the Animaniacs tower? Just be like, yeah, there's showbiz right there, right over that wall.
And they do
It's
not.
like the French Revolution.
they don't want you in there at all.
They do not want me there.
Yeah, dude.
You stay in your bank. It's funny, like to describe like that's how I've been marginalized. It's like they're forcing me to be a banker.
Ew.
I just have like a pretty decent job with no education. I'm like, I've been wronged.
Yeah, you're like it's the plight of the white man, white Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
They won't let me make movies.
They won't. They won't let me do stand-up comedy on television
Or make
Well, what's your
movies.
comedy about? It's mostly about how bad things are good and and good people deserve bad things. It's like, oh well, I don't know what to tell you there.
Yeah, man. I want to break another Warner Brothers building so bad.
Well,
I want to steal the Zack Snyder Batmobile, which I know they have in there and I know is fully functional
Mhm.
because I've seen pictures of them driving it around.
Yeah. Well, here's how we do it. We all right. So you take the Warner Brothers tour. As part of the tour, where they take you through the lot.
Yeah, can I just say I can't believe I'm pretty sure the whole time I'd be on that Warner Brothers tour because you just get on a bus with no doors. I'd be like, I can't believe nobody strapped me down because I'm definitely making a break for it.
You could make a break for it.
Oh
It'd be
yeah, dude,
pretty
I'm gonna
easy.
grab Tom Hanks.
Oh yeah, you're gonna touch him.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm gonna bring him to justice.
You're gonna citizens arrest Tom Hanks.
I'm gonna citizens arrest Tom Hanks.
You're under arrest for what? I'm not sure yet.
but
I will find out.
But give me time, stay right where I put you, and I will accumulate a case file of evidence against you.
You just handcuff him to a fence in the background of Gilmore Girls. But yeah, so we take the tour. As part of the tour, because I went on it when my sister was in town, they take you to the warehouse full of Batmobiles.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
From there, we slip away. We dress ourselves as Batman and Robin. We come back and we stand perfectly still, like we're part of the exhibit.
Yes.
And then,
Absolutely.
we wait for them to close. Nighttime, they lock everything up. And then, from there, it's hot wiring the Batmobile.
Then we hotwire the Batmobile. We steal the Batmobile.
Well, here's the thing. First, we're going to have to hotwire the Nolan Batmobile so that we can crash out the doors.
Yeah, we use one Batmobile. We launch the other Batmobile off of the other one to like get it over the fucking gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be sick. It's the perfect crime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That would be fucking sick, dude.
The perfect crime is an extremely public, large-scale, expensive accident that you create and also describe on a publicly released recording beforehand. In many ways, this is the perfect crime.
Yeah, the perfect crime. It's great when the perfect crime leaves a lot of rubble behind.
Mm-hmm. Damn, it's been a while since I've seen some good rubble.
Dude,
When's the last time you've seen rubble?
Oh, I'm trying to think. Maybe when they demolished some fucking building in my I've never seen like rubble as a byproduct of destruction. Hopefully I will very soon.
Well, one day, it's all we're going to see.
Dude, that was honestly my favorite part of the Joker might have been all the rubble that ensued
Mm-hmm.
from it. Like it was pretty inspiring to watch one man's very private mental breakdown inspire rubble, inspire like chaos on a grand scale.
I can't fucking wait to inspire rubble, dude.
Yeah. Like how did he do it? He was literally a sad, horny loser with a notebook full of jokes, and somehow he started Antifa.
Yeah, well,
It was just
what do
affirming.
you think,
I was
what
like,
do you think we're doing right now?
that's exactly fucking right. I was like, the whole
You
time I
think
watched
every
Joker.
single person listening to this podcast isn't in full Joaquin movie accurate Joker makeup?
I do. I mean, I will say this. I think that there are at least 7 people who listen to this podcast who would do anything for us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
And one day, they will be asked to deliver.
When called upon.
Mm-hmm. And they will be rewarded in heaven.
That is going to be fucking sick.
Mm-hmm. Man, I can't wait to fucking...
Joker, Joker was good.
I loved it, yeah.
It was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck everybody who thought that it was going to be bad.
Yeah, it was good, harmless.
Completely harmless.
Ultimately didn't say much.
Well, I mean, yeah. And the shit that it did say, it was like, wow, it's cool that like a major...
Just like broad strokes Twitter politics.
Yeah, Twitter politics, but it was still cool. I mean, look, man, if we're gonna fucking blow our loads every time Disney like, oh, it's a victory for women that Disney Captain Marvel has her own movie. It's like, well, then I think that the Kill the Rich movie is pretty fucking cool too.
The Joker's like Bernie, and then they're gonna come out with like Birds of Prey. She's gonna be like Hillary.
yeah, Birds of Prey.
She's just
is
gonna
the
be
Warren movie.
like pro-war, like anti-whistleblower. Like somehow there's gonna be a lot of like neoliberal politics in that movie. People
Yeah.
are gonna be like, yes,
Yas for the Birds of Prey, dude. Girl gang. Carly has a fucking girl gang.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. I'll fucking see that movie too. That movie looks kind of cool.
This
There's like
is-
ballet.
This is the only DC movie I've seen, really.
It's not. This
Since,
isn't really
like-
a DC movie.
Okay.
It's not. It's not part of the DCEU.
It-
Probably like Shazam. Shazam. was kinda
Suicide
fun.
Squad isn't part of it?
Suicide Squad is part of it.
Yeah. So wait, this is...
Joker. You talking about Joker? Or?
No, I'm talking about Birds of Prey.
Oh, Birds of Prey is part of the DCEU. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know this is a different thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Get it fucking right, Brendan.
Mhm.
You haven't been. I'm the only one who's been following with bated breath every single DC release since the release of Man of Steel. Oh, I'm the only one who's thought they were all good.
Which one was Man of Steel?
Man of Steel is the Superman one, where it's just Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And then Batman v Superman is the one where there's Batman and Superman v against each other.
Is Man of Steel the one where they were not planning a universe and then they just had to because of...
They were planning universe
Oh, they were?
because there's a Wayne Enterprise satellite in the movie.
Gotcha.
Briefly.
Hold on one moment. I need to have diarrhea.
Holy
Would
shit!
you excuse me, please?
Yeah, I have to.
Well, thank you so much.
Oh my god! And we're back.
Woo!
What the fuck happened?
I gotta tell you, that was an emergency.
Yeah, for sure it was. How long had you been trying to gauge whether or not you needed to do that?
About 3 minutes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It came on quick.
That's what I like. I was noticing your like it was like your pupils were dilating.
Well, I'm still doing the OMAD thing,
Oh my god.
and like an hour after I eat dinner, ooh boy, does everything from the previous day rocket out of me.
Is that supposed to happen?
Yeah, it's fine. I think.
That isn't what I asked. That absolutely was not an answer to the question.
Is
I just
anything
asked.
supposed to happen when it comes to the ass?
Well, you're right, Brendan.
Mhm.
You're right. You're right.
Look,
I'm not going to argue with you there.
it's God's mystery down there. Speaking of
I
God,
was sad there was not a scene in the Joker where he got really bad diarrhea. I was sad there was no scene.
because that was missing, and then you're like, how do I relate to this guy?
Yeah, not me, you.
Oh,
Do not ever accuse me of going to the bathroom out of my ass.
I'm so sorry.
I have never and will never.
It's true.
Everything, it's all,
I've seen your asshole, and it's healed over.
yeah. I don't do that. Everything comes out in a single liquid out of my cloaca.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, when you fuck women, you're really double-ended dildoing them into your cloaca.
Into my bird pussy, into my bird shark pussy.
Mm-hmm.
It always fucks me up that a bird has the same genitals as a shark. It's like, all right, well, who do we put in charge of all this? Because I'm supposed to believe them.
Look, who's on top?
Give it
Bird,
its own
shark.
fucking name. Not even who's on. Ooh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. It feels like they're cutting corners.
It does. Too much copy and paste in the whole animal world.
Anyway.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that you have a cloaca because you are so woke that you were attempting to create your own gender.
Yeah. The bird's gender.
The birds.
Yeah. The gender of the sky. That would be some Indigo Child shit. I just start identifying as a pigeon.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. I shouldn't have that strong of a reaction. People can do whatever they want. If you want to be a pigeon, that's fine. Just don't DM me.
One day we will. We will be pigeons.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Or what kind of bird will I be? There's got to be a worse bird than pigeon.
Oh, you'll be like a
I mean,
budgie
pigeon
or
is already the
something.
rat bird. Maybe I'd be like a bat.
Bat is not a bird. Bat is not even of the avian species.
In many ways, bats are birds.
They're not birds at all.
Now, I can see where that opinion comes from.
Bats are
but I
mammals.
think that if you look at the research, you will find conclusively
That bats are birds?
that to many people, bats are considered a type of bird.
The only thing I know about bats is they used to attack me, and because we would do this, we had like this shitty community pool
Mm-hmm.
back where I lived, and a couple nights of summer they would do teen night, but like the pool was so shitty, like we'd all go there for teen night, and they would like be playing music and stuff, and then we get in the pool, and then like bats would attack us because bats wanted to get the bugs out of the water, and also like, and they would just like get stuck in like girls' hair and shit. And teen night would always come to like an abrupt end.
That sounds pretty sick.
It was so fucking funny.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I remember that was the first time I heard
the
Fall Out
bats,
Boy.
Much like birds, the bats, they saw your penis, and they thought it was a worm.
Right. They saw my penis and they were like, "There's a mate." They're like, "Look at that fucking cloaca down there, just splayed open and ready to be entered." Come on, boys.
Your cloaca is in the pool. It's like that like flap that keeps sucking in water.
Oh, dude, it would suck to.
Man, it really is a sorry sight. Sometimes when I see just buckets of liquid pouring into your cloaca.
It sucks. And then I'd start laying eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Then I
That's
lay
even
fucking bad eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody likes that.
Yeah. This is my friend Nick.
But hey-
he has a cloaca, and sometimes he lays thousands of eggs.
And I say, but hey, at least I've never taken a shit. At least I've never done something disgusting like
And that-
taking a single shit.
And then everyone pauses and reflects and throws you a parade.
My special identity.
Mm-hmm.
A parade for my identity.
That's what you would like, we assume.
Yeah. Look, anybody who thinks that this is a weird bit or that this is a bizarre stream, just understand that we're holding a mirror up to society right now.
It's true.
And we have a lot of important things to say.
Mm-hmm.
You were
Yeah.
going to say something about finding God, right? Before
Oh,
I
yeah.
derailed it.
Yeah. I've been going on weird alone man adventures.
You have to.
And this Sunday I decided, you know what, I'm going to go to church. I've not been since I was a child.
Go to church.
So I looked up the nearest Lutheran church to my home, and I put on a nice pair of khakis and a tucked-in shirt, some dress shoes, and I went out to church. And it appears the church I picked is closing down soon. Because, at my church growing up, it's like the service is at 10:30. So, you go at like 9:30 and everybody drinks coffee and
Wait a minute.
mingles.
I've never heard of a church closing. They don't pay taxes. Like, churches are like one of the biggest scams.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck does a church
By
close down?
Well, it's not like it's going out of business, but it's just like, so I get there like a half hour early. I'm the only one there.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking around. I'm like, well, this is not good. so I'm about to walk back to my car and leave because I'm like, oh, maybe this isn't a church. Maybe I'm wrong. So I get back and I start to walk back to my car, and then another car pulls up, and an old man gets out and he sees me, and now I feel like I've been seen. I can't just like have been at the church alone, and then when a single soul arrives, I flee.
Oh my god.
Then it'd be like, what the fuck was?
What was he planning?
What was he doing?
Yeah, like you're. You want to be like Dylan Roof, and you get there, and you're like, man, what rotten luck.
I timed this all wrong. So I'm standing there, it's a nice morning. I'm looking at the flowers and such, and this old man, he comes in, he just stands next to me, and then, a couple other old people show up. They all know each other. I'm not really part of it, so I'm
Right.
just kind of standing there, and they're all very suspicious of me.
For sure.
A
A boy they've never seen before.
boy they've never seen before.
just lurking around the church.
Just looming. Just looming there.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff like that in the news. Over
There
the past
certainly has.
4 years.
And boy, did they seem aware of it. So, eventually the choir director shows up and she lets everybody in. And I guess everybody but me was in the church choir.
Holy
So
shit.
I follow them in because I don't know what's happening. I'm like, oh, I guess the service is about to start. And so everybody like gathers around the piano, and I'm like, oh, this is weird. I guess there's so few people that like they do the service around the piano or something. So I just like stand with them, and then they start rehearsing, and I realize like, oh no, I'm not meant to be in this circle.
Oh my god, dude.
So I'm just like standing there, just like smiling, just like looking at people, and then eventually I realize I'm like, oh, I'm not. Oh, they're the choir, and I'm not in this.
Were you early to church?
Yeah, I was early. I was like a half hour early. I thought that was what you're supposed to
Oh
do.
man, no! You get right there. You get there right on time.
Yeah, I guess. Now I know.
When you don't know anybody at church, maybe you get there early. Or no. When you know people at the church, you can get there early, have a bagel.
Well, I was going to introduce myself to people. I had this notion that there might be girls there. It was just me and elderly people.
You think single women are going to church?
Well, I'll get to that.
Okay.
So then eventually, I'm standing there, and the pastor sees me, and he comes up and introduces himself because, again, everyone is very fascinated by just a young person being there
Yeah.
because I guess it never happens.
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you doing here?" "Hello, I'm the pastor." We have a very nice chat, and then I forgot. Like, church is nice when you aren't being forced to go every week.
Oh yeah.
It's very nice. You sing songs. How often do I get to sing songs with a bunch of people?
That's very true, man.
Singing songs with a bunch of people fucking rules.
In fellowship?
In fellowship,
Oh my god. Who are you fucking kidding?
fucking rules. I
It's
took
the best.
communion. Somehow this church had like white wine, weirdly, which I've never seen.
It's Lutheran, right?
I took communion. What did I say?
You said it was a Lutheran church.
Yeah, it's
That's why I was
Lutheran.
like, that they did communion.
Yeah, Lutheran church does communion.
So I guess yeah.
But
And
anyway-
at Catholic churches they don't let you take communion if you're not a member, so that's why they let you take communion.
Okay, yeah, in Lutheran church, anybody can take communion any age.
Great.
Which is that's the first time I ever drank. Is Because like when you're a child, a shot glass of wine, which is what they give you, is like the equivalent to a shot glass of liquor.
Oh yeah, you'll get wet brain.
Yeah, you'll get all fucked up.
Yo, did you have white wine at church?
No, I didn't. They held out the I had the wafer, and they held out like the chalice of wine to me, and I looked in it, and it was the same color as like the gold like chalice or whatever. So I asked the guy, I was like, "Is that water?" And he's like, "No, it's wine." Like, you idiot, you complete retard. And I was like, "Oh, none for me." And everyone's like weirded out because there's like total there was 20 people at the service, and I'm like asking questions during it.
You're interrupting the service.
Yeah, I'm interrupting the service. And you're like,
So-
"Excuse me, is this alcohol?"
Just echoing through the fucking hall, like, I can't have that.
How funny it would be if like I drank the amount of wine that would soak into a wafer dipping into it and then just went full tilt.
You just
I eat it and I just chew it, swallow it, and I say, "Well, have a good day, everybody." And I just peel out.
you push the organist aside and start playing the theme song from Cheers, just like in the middle of the service.
I start quoting The Mask. So, that was nice.
Yeah.
And I will be back there again.
For sure.
Not every Sunday or nothing crazy, but it felt nice. It was nice to hear, because like I'm not online anymore, so I don't get any news.
And you can't be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can. Why?
You're locked out of Facebook.
Oh, I figured it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, the sermon, the guy was talking about different news that was happening from a Christian angle, and I was like,
dude.
he was talking about that the brother of the guy who got shot by that lady cop forgiving her.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
What was his take on that? Good. I'm sure that he
Yeah,
liked.
I mean, he was inspired by the forgiveness, but it made me think because when you told me about that, it sounded like he was being facetious with forgiving her.
No.
Oh, okay.
Did I tell you about that?
I thought you were saying you were like, and I do not want her to go to hell forever, like weirdly, like passive aggressive.
Did I tell you about this?
Yeah, I thought so. Someone did.
I don't think I told you about it. I don't think I said those words either. Somebody told you about it.
Maybe.
No, I don't know why I expected, like, what did I expect? The fucking pastor to have, like, a woke Twitter girl take on the fucking...
No, he's just like, hey, they forgave someone. That's good. You're
Yeah.
supposed to do that.
Sure, absolutely.
Mhm. Which in this age of the mob, the Twitter mob, you
Yeah.
know? Look, I'll say it. I forgive you, Twitter.
Yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
Much like Christ, I forgive you.
I saw that cop getting sentenced to 10 years prison for shooting a man in his own home, and I said, cancel culture has gone too far. Can't we just reach across the aisles? Are people not allowed to make mistakes? All right.
Yeah, guy who just can't view anything not in that lens. They're like, well, she's being sentenced to 10 years for shooting a man in his own home. She was joking.
Yeah.
Do you think that she seriously thought it was good
It's
to
like-
shoot a man in his home?
Guy was just like, yeah, well, that was a year ago. Do you think she still feels that way? What are we going to say? People can't grow?
What would be funny though is like if they found an old tweet of her saying a slur and she got in worse trouble than killing a man. But anyway, so then I go home and
10 years in prison, and you will not be a featured player on SNL.
so then I go home and I'm thinking like that was really nice and I would like that. I would like to go again. But I would also like to go to a fake church where girls go to try to meet a Christian wife.
You want to go to Hot Church, right?
I want to go to Hot Church.
Were you talking about you? I think you mentioned a famous church in the chat, not Hillsong, is it?
I was looking at here's what I did. I hope no one here would be bad is if I went to church, met a girl, and then she's like, "Oh, you have a podcast?" She listened to me being like scheming. But anyway,
Oh,
it's exactly what I'm doing, and I think it's okay to use that church for this because that's not real church.
Well, like, is it Hillsong? What's the one you're?
It's a Mosaic.
Mosaic. Oh yeah. Also weird. Hillsong is
Yeah.
the one that like celebs go to. I think.
I think Mosaic also has slabs, and then there's one that's
You're
just
gonna be
like,
hobnobbing.
Could be. You know, I need to lose a little bit of weight before I go to hot church.
Yeah.
But so I just Google church for young people, L.A.
Oh my god.
And then I find that I find these articles about like these mega church pastors wearing Yeezys and shit, and like just not being Christian and tricking people into tithing. Like
Tithing is so funny.
you know, I found this article. Like the pastor, he's wearing like an Ed Hardy jacket. He has like rings and shit.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
It sucks. But, so I'm looking at it, and then I look at like the pictures of the congregation, and it's all hot girls. It looks like Coachella. Like they're all wearing sun hats and shit.
Dude. I mean, go.
You should come with me.
Yeah, I will. I'll go.
All right.
Because religious girls in they definitely all fuck. They
Oh,
definitely
At this church, yes.
they definitely fuck. It's called Mosaic.
At this church,
That's not even a word from the Bible. I don't think they say
Yeah.
Mosaic in the Bible at all.
no, not at all. They do not say Bible in the service. They call it the scriptures because it sounds less religious.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, this is like barely church.
This
But,
is this is a nice supplemental church.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like you know, you go to church, you have your meat and your potatoes and your vegetables. And then this is like Wendy's or something. You're like, this isn't nutritious.
This is fast casual church.
Yeah, fast casual church.
This is the Qdoba of church.
But here's what it is. It's absolutely for girls who were raised religious, then got really into like Molly and like partying and like getting fucked up
hell
and
yeah.
like fucking around.
Oh my god.
And now they're hitting like 26 or whatever, and they're starting to be like, I got to turn this around.
Dude, I would love to do Molly with a girl and be comfortable enough to be like, babe, let's break the Bible out. Let's get the word of God into this cuddle puddle. Do you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, so we should. And then, so I'm just Googling this place. I Google Mosaic and Google autofills in cult. So I'm like, well, I got to read that. So I'm reading the article, and it's really hard to. Here's the thing: it's very hard to find out if a church is a cult because to a lot of people who would write about churches on the internet, like every church is a cult.
Yeah.
So this person's like, this church is a cult and whatever, and then at the end it just gets to, it's like, and there's too much dancing. And it's like, all right, well, you just might be a prude.
Yeah, what is it? What are you, the dad in Footloose? Fucking chill out.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you know, it's church for hot people.
Dude, I've never, like,
we're gonna meet wives there.
they're dancing at church?
Yeah, it's like a rock concert. It's
You know, I do know what this is like a little bit
Mhm.
because we would go on these church retreats when I was like in 6th grade,
Mhm.
and they did actually one time they did it like in the there's like a soccer arena in Baltimore where the Baltimore Blast would play, and we went to go see 2 soccer teams play, and this is how pathetic like whatever, I don't think it's Major League, whatever league soccer we were seeing was like after the soccer game there was a Christian rock concert. Like that's the only way they could guarantee that the soccer game would be sold out. And I was like, it was kind of sick. We all ran onto the field and the what the fuck was the band? Something Powder. The Daniel Powder band played.
I'm not familiar.
It's a Christian rock band.
Are they good?
You know, I thought that they were because we like saw them in like a huge arena, but then also they're one of these bands where like they just like go to youth groups. So like I thought this Daniel Powder guy was like a famous guy, and then he just like came to my church one Sunday, and it was just like him and like 8 other kids, and I was like, oh, I guess this guy's like a loser.
Dude, we gotta. I mean, this is a Christian podcast.
It's a Christian
We gotta start
podcast.
doing the damn circuit. But anyway, we're gonna go because, like, also here's the thing: the service is at 8 p.m.
Oh fuck yeah!
So like, this
No,
is,
I'm pre-gaming.
This is absolutely like a hookup spot.
I'm gonna get those, dude. I'm gonna get those little. Have you seen the Glenlivet capsules? They're selling like Glenlivet in little pills now, so you don't have to drink alcohol anymore. It's
Oh,
so fucked up.
You love milliliters of controlled substance.
Yeah, I don't have to. You know, the part I hate about drinking has been completely eliminated, which is the social aspect of it.
Let's go sober once first.
No. I am pre-gaming with liquor pills, and I'm rolling into Mosaic.
But you drinking is such a roll of the dice.
I'm gonna dress like Richard Gere. I'm gonna feel the spirit, dude.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be speaking in tongues. Everyone's just gonna be like, we don't do that here. This is not.
They look over. I'm snake handling.
You just-
We both walk in full white suits.
yeah, I want to be dressed like Richard Gere in American Gigolo, just looking sexy with like a big pink collar. And
I want to dress like Black Church.
Yeah,
I
you
want
dress
a
like
big
that.
Steve Harvey suit.
You're handling snakes. I'm just blowing fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't wait to be banned from church after 10 minutes.
Well, apparently, like the way that this church started is like the pastor just started. He started just hosting services in a nightclub, like during the day,
Oh, fuck yeah.
and then just like it grew from there. And it seems so ridiculous, the whole thing. Like I was reading this article about it, and the journalist is like people like sneak drinks in, and they have to kick them out.
Oh, fuck yeah,
People
dude.
get like kicked, like dragged out by a bouncer because they're all fucked up.
There's church bouncers? There's bouncers in church?
Dude, let me show you.
Dude, we gotta go to Mosaic.
let me show you a fucking photo.
This is gonna be so
of this
fucking
pastor.
awesome.
This guy's like 60. It rules.
Dude, I can't wait to like finger a girl in church. Just like grind on a girl. Well, there's just like
Here we go. It's Erwin McManus.
I've never dry humped to hymns before. Show me this guy. Yo, wait, I wonder if I fucking heard this guy.
Yeah. He looks like a fucking like People of New York. Like they take a
Yeah.
picture of him. He's always wearing like leather jackets and shit.
leather jackets and boots. He's got like the cool like Richard Spencer haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, man. Yeah, look, he's got a crew neck on.
Mm-hmm. And you know, us Christian men believe that it's easier for a camel to walk through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter heaven.
Right.
This guy's wearing Yeezys and shit. He's just on stage and fucking like
See if he
couture.
see if he has a radio show.
A radio
Because
show?
I think I might be familiar with this man.
Oh, does he have like a local radio show? And
Well, I'd imagine it's probably syndicated because all the local like LA like pastors are also in syndication.
they have a podcast. I wonder if they play it on AM. I bet they do. I mean, it's got to be clean.
That's sick. Fuck yeah! You sold me on Mosaic.
Mm-hmm.
You sold me on Mosaic.
All
I'm
right.
so excited.
Yeah. You want to double dip? This Saturday, Daniel is taking me to his Mexican church so that I can try to find a Catholic woman.
What day? So Saturday I work till 5.
Also, he did not tell me it was a Mexican church. I just assumed
It's a Mexican church, although it might not be.
it might just be an everybody church.
He's going, but it is a Catholic church.
You know what? He didn't tell me that either, so I'm being double
You
racist.
made a lot of assumptions. It's why it's gonna be like a fucking Unitarian. Like they don't even say the word church.
Mm-hmm. It probably will be that. What if he brought me to like a Quaker meeting? That would be sick.
Quakers are sick.
Mm-hmm.
My
Plus,
uncle-
you know, Quakers, it's just whoever feels like talking leads it.
Yeah.
So guess who is dusting off the old tight five?
Oh shit. You're gonna crush with the Quakers. I mean, Quakers are really cool. My uncle.
Just like everyone's like silently praying in like uncomfortable chairs, and I stand up and I'm like, so I'm very small. I'm a small man.
I'm wearing
I'm
prescription
small enough that I'm
clothes.
wearing prescription clothes right now.
You know what's funny? I literally imagine a bunch of people in like triangle hats from like 17th century Boston. My uncle had a Quaker wedding. The Quaker religion is pretty sick.
Mm-hmm. And that is where everyone just sits and prays, and anyone who feels like getting married can stand
You can
up.
stand up and get married.
Can stand up and kiss the bride.
You just
and
start
marry her.
dragging. You start dragging a woman down the aisle. Like, well, he took initiative.
Mm-hmm. I am. Here's what we're gonna go to Mosaic when they're like, "Are there any prayer requests?" I'm gonna be like, "Yes, I would like to request that everybody pray that I find a wife soon. Thank you."
Shit, bro! I would volunteer to lead the whole fucking congregation in prayer. Think about how that would be so much fun.
That would
In
be
many
sick.
ways, dude, I
Mhm.
love leading people in prayer. I was
Yeah,
so
dude,
good at it.
We
got
gotta
to
find the kind of church where like we can do the readings.
Oh,
I go up there, read fucking Paul's letters, just making eye contact with one bay.
Nothing is better than when you bust out the letters to the Romans, dude. No, Bay will not respect you any more than when you bust out the letters to the Romans.
The letters to the damn Romans. Panties soaked. Just goddamn soaked.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my move. Quoting Acts.
I'm imagining you doing the reading. You go up and you're like, the covenant of circumcision. They're like, Nick, that was not the passage. Now God said to Noah, you better cut that damn dick off. Nick, that's not even the right
that
words
didn't
of
happen
the
at
passage
all.
that you picked.
It's not.
So we don't cut the whole dick off. What if that's what I thought? I thought like my dick is so small that I'm like, well, they must have cut half
They
of it
must have
off.
cut half of my penis off
It couldn't just be like this.
because it was an affront to God in the natural world.
Yeah. Yeah, they cut half of my penis off because they saw it and they were like, well, we're not having a 3 or a 6-inch penis.
That'd be so funny. In the fucking story of Noah, Noah is just cutting all of the animals' dicks off. And his wife is like, honey, are you sure that God wanted you to get 2 of every animal and then cut off their genitals? He's like, I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Well, before that, the birds all had dicks and pussies.
And now
It's
they
like,
just have cloacas.
Now they have cloacas.
That's why I have a fucking cloaca, dude, because I understand
you were
Noah's
made in
covenant.
God's image.
I was made in God's image.
Yeah, because God, God has a big miscellaneous hole that whatever comes out of.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
and
a-
Noah
that's-
just comes up from the bottom of the ship, his hands, he's got blood like up to his forearms. Like, the Lord told me to give them all pussies. He said that's the only way the new world will be fair. He told me to give them all pussies and make sure that none of them can shit. So we start a new, pure world. Yeah, my understanding of the Bible is way off. My interpretation of
Well, here's what it is. Noah was a he was a gay zoophile.
yes.
So he God was like, you got to bring 2 of every animal.
Yeah.
And Noah brought 2 men of every animal. So he's like, I'm going to fuck all these animals. And then God was like, you got 1 of each gender, right? And Noah's like, give me 15 minutes. He runs down below and you just hear, just animals scream.
He's just transing all the animals.
Just transing all the animals.
That's incredible. Yeah, it's like
But it's in like the same energy as like Principal Chalmers trying to make the burgers. It's like, just one moment.
he just shuts the
He
door.
runs-
Noah's confused. He's like, I got 2 of every animal. I thought the animals were supposed to fuck me. I was picking the ones that I thought was hot. Then I thought I was gonna have new Noah babies.
Yeah, well, I thought you see when you said you needed
when you said Noah,
when you said we needed every animal on the boat to reproduce, I thought they were all gonna fuck me, and then I was gonna birth 1 of every animal.
yeah. When you said Noah, and it's up to you to repopulate the earth, I thought it was up to me
I assumed that
through
Like
your
some sort
divine
of-
grace.
like some sort of horrible anime, I would get fucked by every single animal on Earth
Yeah,
and carry all of their children simultaneously on this giant boat.
like a miracle. As is your will.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you flooded the entire Earth, so I thought something wacky
thought
was gonna happen.
Anything was possible.
Noah's like spitting out cum to talk to God.
God's like, you did it all wrong. And Noah's like, well, look, you can make this happen. I know that you can make this happen. I have 10 minutes. Why don't we just course correct a little bit?
God's like, no, could you at least stop fucking the apes just while I'm speaking to you? just while I'm directly looking at you and speaking to you.
This is why he got the instructions wrong, because he couldn't hear God's voice over the screams of chimpanzees that were entering
Screams
him,
of all the apes.
that he was forcing to enter him.
He was forced to fucking
He's
pass.
forcibly backing up into these chimps.
The chimps don't want it.
Yeah, I have read the Bible. The good book, I'm quite familiar.
All right. Well, that's an hour.
That's, I think we're good. I think we'll call it on that.
Yeah.
Plugs.
What do we got to,
We should remind
is
people.
Dom's movie out? Should we plug that?
Oh yeah, plug that.
We were both in Dom Farah's new movie See Through. I believe it's on his YouTube.
Oh, I guess I am in it. I did. I don't know what I did.
You have like a line.
I have a line. I was mostly like, I wasn't technically producing.
You scurry.
I was scurrying a lot.
Yeah.
There was a lot of production
He's
stuff.
wearing a crown like Jughead.
I'll tell you why I was wearing a fucking crown. Because people were like, Nick, you need to go get all of the supplies for the day. And I was like, great, I'll be right back. And then I get back and there's no costumes left. And they're like, well, you still have to be in the movie. So somebody just like brought out a plastic crown and was like, okay, you're dressed up.
And boy, did you look like a damn king.
I looked like a fucking idiot. It's good though. It's
And
a
I
sweet
am
little movie.
I'm dressed as a doctor, which is where I where I came up with the joke pediatric gynecology, because we were hanging out with like YouTuber girls all day, and
fuck.
one of them was like, "What are you a doctor in?" And I'm like, "Pediatric," because I thought it was funny. And boy, did she not talk to me again.
Oh, I had that experience with quite a few people that day.
Yeah.
I had that experience with quite a few.
Dom has such nice friends.
Yeah, sure. You can't have fun with a lot of them, but
Yeah.
you learn how to exist. You learn how to stay afloat in that group.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what I was saying. I was saying something. I'm pretty sure if you look, like when you're watching the movie in the background, you can see two girls being disgusted at what me and Michael are saying to each other.
We never had Michael on, did we?
No, we gotta have Michael on. But
Yeah.
I was showing.
Gotta have him on to explain why he thinks he's gay.
He already did it on Beef apparently, but I was showing Michael nudes that a girl had sent me, like in my DMs. I guess quite brazenly, because when I put my phone away, I look over and there are two girls who are standing next to me and they're both just looking at me like I'm such a monster. Which, whatever.
Yeah.
These were unsolicited nudes.
Yeah, they were unsolicited. Or was it a stranger sent them?
Yeah, strange. I don't ask people for nudes, but if you send me nudes, I'm gonna look at them.
Yeah. If you look, we would never ask for nudes.
I just don't.
But if you send them to Nick, just know they're open source.
Yeah, know that I'm going to show them to a gay guy, which I think is okay.
I think that is
That's
okay.
like I'm pretty fucking principled. Let's be honest. I didn't show them to you. You didn't see them.
That's that's right.
I showed them to a gay guy, so
To
I
a
don't
gay
think
man.
So no trust was violated.
Well, you showed them to a gay man because a gay man is the only one who would share your disgust for 99% of women.
Yeah, I will say it
Where
wasn't.
like I could show you and Michael a photo of like a 9.75 and you'd both be like, gross.
Yeah, I will say the nudes on my phone were not getting rave reviews. But also, here's the fucking thing: if you send me unsolicited nudes, I get to make fun of them. That's how it literally works on Twitter. When a
You're
guy,
getting roasted, bitch.
yeah, don't you send me unsolicited nudes? That's what I see every girl doing to every dick pic in their inbox on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So you know.
Sounds kind of hot, honestly. Some girl roasting my dick.
You would love that.
I wouldn't like sending it unsolicited.
Right. No, but a girl roasting your dick, of course you would love that.
I would what I would like is like a girl coaxes them out of me. Like she's like, I really like you. I really want to see it. I'm like, no, you don't want to see it. And she's like, no, come on. Just send it to me. Like I'm really curious. I think you're attractive. I just want to see it. And I'm like, all right. Well, I've had bad, like when I've sent nudes in the past, I've regretted it. And the person has wound up being really like shitty about it. So I just, I need you to promise me that like you're gonna be cool about it. They're like, absolutely. I would never. I don't know what happened, but I would never do that to you. And then I send it to her. She's like, oh my god, what a trash penis! What a fucking just nightmare.
Yeah, you send her, like, dude, the simultaneously shame and excitement you feel when the first text back is ha ha ha, all caps.
I get back the like selfie of her and all her friends laughing at it.
Her whole family, her cousins and her uncles.
Her grandfather.
Yeah, dude, the table
Just
set.
like a 90-year-old man in a wheelchair. It's Thanksgiving.
It's like a fucking panorama photo of them at like a candlelit dinner, all laughing at your nudes.
Yeah, just a family portrait.
You would be rock hard. Oh fuck! And buy the Hard Times book.
Oh yes, by the Hard Times.
You're published.
I'm published. Yeah, it comes out in like a week or two.
That's fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
I saw
Fuck
Matt
yeah.
unboxing them on the Instagram story. They look nice. They've got the
Hell
little,
yeah.
They've got the raised font on the cover. It
I'm
looks like a
excited to see
nice
it.
package.
I heard that Green Day requested copies, so Green Day will have read my goofs.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
See ya.
See a lady, make a baby, lead her on in peace. Only time I give a fuck is for my own release. That's why I own these streets. Straight up, portfolio showing growth. Fuck a pay cut. Yeah, you know I stay slut. Catch me in the spot, looping up for the self suck. Oh fuck, I busted already. I'm coming bucket so heavy. My dream of cream coming steady. Now my mouth open, I'm ready. I'm talking solo heavy petting on a Friday night. Not talking bashing the bishop, more like Nantucket's delight. I'm taking all the time I need to do it just right.